What is up, guys? California Phantom here. How about that Skydio 2 launch? Damn. I was actually uploading my predictions video when the actual announcement trailer got released and completely blew me away. First of all, how close was my predictions to the actual features? It really shows to me that the folks over at Skydio are paying attention. They're listening what the customers want. We want to see that controller. We want to see that amazing obstacle avoidance meet the manual input of the controller. I want to be able to fly like Johnny FPV. I know I'll never be able to, but at least with this drone, the Skydio 2, we're a few steps closer. So what are the quick specs? For those who have pre-ordered, when do I get my drone? It's shipping in November. They're gonna ship on a first come, first served basis, so the earlier you get your pre-order in, the earlier you're getting your drone. I've pre-ordered my drone, but I couldn't add the beacon, I couldn't add the controller. Don't worry about it. Once the pre-order begins to ship, they're gonna ask you what accessories, what batteries, beacon, controller, all the things that you want to include with it is going to come at a later date. We have a 23-minute flight time when compared to the Autel Evo or the DJI's Mavic 2 is not going to beat or win any awards. But when you're talking about the processing power, you're talking about all the 4Ks, the computing power that this drone has to do, a 23-minute flight time is not that bad. The next big feature, and it's the biggest feature, is the Skydio 2's obstacle avoidance. Unlike the other manufacturers, DJI, Unique, Autel, they're all using primitive sensors. The sensors allow for them to sense something, an object that's coming up, and can stop the drone, but unlike them, the Skydio R2 senses the environment in a three-dimensional space. The Skydio 2 features 4K cameras all the way around the drone. This invisible 1 meter, 3 foot barrier allows you to be able to, with the controller, input things, make it go into a tree, and this drone will safely navigate around it, under it, or around it. The technology is groundbreaking. It's something that's never been done before in a drone. I'm so glad the Skydio 2 has mastered that and now has applied that to a manual controller. Now here comes the bad news. So I don't know what lawyer got involved, how he was able to convince, or whoever convinced the design team, the engineers, the owners, legal, what it was. But this drone only has 328 feet of altitude. I'm sure every Part 107 drone pilot's like,
no, 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 no. Hell no! 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 I refuse. No! No!
Pilots who use a drone with a controller don't want a 328-foot ceiling because there are things such as buildings, there are things such as towers, there are many, many, many legal ways and reasons why you would want your drone to go over 328 feet. So please, Skydio, before you release this drone, this is a plea out to you guys.
Please, sir, I want some more.
Make it go higher. This is not a killer. I'm going to say it right now. I pre-ordered this drone. I put my money where my mouth was. I know I shit all over that R1 because it lacked a controller. It lacked many features that us drone pilots want to see. The R1 was sort of a one-trick pony. It was a GoPro that followed you in the sky, that had all this amazing technology that it could zip around trees, it could sense everything in a 3D dimensional space, but what if I just wanted to fly some landscape? What if I wanted to do something that I didn't want to use my cell phone to control a drone? The R1 was a $2,500 drone without a controller. I know it had its strengths, it still had that obstacle avoidance, which was remarkable, but that's all it had. The Skydio 2 changed all of that with the inclusion of the controller, with the beacon. They shrunk down the size of the drone. They got rid of that ridiculous cage. It no longer looks like a box fan. It looks like a drone. so everyone can appreciate that. I highly recommend all of you guys do it. I'm extremely excited. The very fact that this obstacle avoidance now is going to be paired with this controller, it's going to revolutionize the drone industry. So I know in my previous video I said this drone represents the most important drone since the introduction of the Phantom series by DJI all those years ago. And I have to reiterate that this drone is going to blow the industry right up in terms of obstacle avoidance. Any drone that considers itself a serious manufacturer, we're looking at you DJI, we're looking at you Unique, we're looking at you Autel. Anyone that comes to the table, if this drone ends up being a success story, is going to be required to have something very similar. This puts Skydio at a very good advantage point if they can pull this off. I'm going to review it for you guys as soon as I get my hands on this drone. I'm going to be putting out some content. I'm really going to put this drone through its paces. And that's pretty much it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please hit that like and subscribe to me if you haven't already. Go ahead and drop a comment down below letting me know if you are going to get this drone, if you're as excited as I am, and we'll catch you on the next adventure.